hello. No
me
song?
you're looking for. Wrong song?
No, I was gonna say the Bono song.
What song?
Hello, hello.
I don't know that song, man.
Oh shit! You don't know that song? They make fun of it at South Park all the time. Like every time you walk in, he did.
I don't watch South Park all the time like you.
Oh, shit. Anyways, welcome back everybody to the Get Fit ASAP podcast. I'm not sure what episode, so I'm not gonna say it. I believe it's 19, but hey, it might be 18.
Getting on up there. It's legal.
Yeah. It could smoke cigarette. No, it can't.
No, right?
Not in California.
Yeah.
It could buy porn. No, it can't, huh?
No.
Can you when you're 18?
I'm not an expert in the matter.
I
Sorry.
don't know. I don't think anyone goes by that rule anyways. I mean, I never looked at it before, but... Anyways, welcome back, everybody. My name's Anthony.
I'm Craig.
I'm here with Big C Tucker, a.k.a.
How many you got?
Come on, Craig. I don't know. That's all I got today, man.
Dude, that was
I'm going dry today.
Edit.
Got a pretty good topic today. We're going to be talking about how to get ready for a competition. Now, that could be local. I'm not going to talk about regionals. Actually, regionals don't exist anymore.
Yeah, it's out the door.
So I guess just local comps probably. That's going to be like 90% of you guys or maybe 100% of you guys. You could thank Adrian Cortez, flat back, no butt. Cortez for that. I didn't notice he doesn't have a butt.
No, he really does not. I thought it was being mean, but now I'm catching on.
I was
like,
Vinny
nothing.
keeps posting about it. I'm like, holy crap! It's like a flat board.
I think it actually goes inwards.
It's weird to look at.
Yeah.
I don't know.
His squat is just all quads. It's impressive.
Dude, he still squats like 400 pounds. This thing if he had a butt, dude.
Do some hip bridges.
Good. He needs to. No, I'm serious. I feel sorry for Sammy. When she just wants something to grab onto.
Is that the missus?
Get that, yeah, Sammy. Yeah,
the missus, the mister.
They just got married.
Oh, congratulations, Adrian.
Yeah.
Sorry, Sammy.
I was there. I was in his wedding.
Oh, the wedding. Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
But let's kind of just jump into it, I guess. Local comps. So, I would say, especially where we live, there's one probably in the area every month. I'd say.
Easily, yeah.
Probably, huh?
Like within an hour drive.
Yeah. Usually it's just held at a local gym. There's a little bit bigger ones that'll be like Caffeine and Kilos, where it's technically not a gym, it's just a sponsored event.
What's that one that they changed the name in Lodi? Wadapalooza?
Shoot, no, Wadapalooza's in freaking.
No, Wadfest. Thank you.
Yeah, Wadapalooza's in.
Yeah,
Florida,
yeah,
dude.
it has the name Wad in it.
Yeah.
Used to be Moxie Madness. That one. There's another big one.
OC Throwdown. I'm not sure if they still do that, but.
At 209. That one.
Oh yes.
Golden State Games.
Golden State Games.
So there's a couple of big ones around here.
Yeah.
But there's a bunch of small ones, easily once a month. Something just kind of sink your teeth into, get your feet wet, whatever works for you.
You see a lot of people ask like, "Can I do one?" You know what I'm saying? I always say, yeah, you can, because most of them are going to be scaled.
Mm-hmm.
They'll have an RX and a scaled. Some are only scaled, some are only RX, but not usually, because I'd say probably, more than half for sure, but I'd say about like 70% of people that go to a CrossFit gym is probably going to be doing the scaled division.
Yeah.
I feel like the scaled division is always going to be bigger than the RX division. Some people I think could go up that are in scaled, but if they can't do like a certain thing, I feel like they feel, or they're newer, they want to do a scale to start out with, which we'll get into that a little bit later. But
yeah, I want to do which one?
Yeah, but so a lot of opportunity for you guys to do one. A lot going on. As far as being ready for one, I don't think there is a time to be ready for one. Dude, whenever you want to do one, I would just sign up for it and go, because. Even if you suck the first time, which, maybe you will, maybe you won't.
Which I did.
It's still a learning experience, and you're still going to get better at it. And you're just working out anyway, so what's the big deal? Like,
yeah. I feel like if you're asking, am I ready, you're probably ready.
Yeah.
Unless it's like your first...
When wouldn't you be ready?
Your first month.
Why?
I would say...
Why? What if they already have a good background of...
That's what I was about to say. It's your first month of being active. If you were super active, and then now you're in CrossFit, you probably can.
But why couldn't they still?
Just because, can you do a clean? Can you do...
But scaled probably won't have cleans.
Usually, just the bar. You never know.
I mean, they can probably do it.
I think at that point, it just gets down to what's the competition you're looking at.
What's your goal?
Yeah. Are you trying to win?
I mean, I'm saying they could probably still do one. Can you do one is the question.
You
they
can.
Probably always
you definitely can do one. And then, you're probably still having a good time. You definitely can.
Yeah. I would say the only thing if like you had some kind of injury or something like that where you probably don't want to do it, you know what I'm saying? But
yeah.
if you have to scale something super far down.
If you're kind of at a point like, hey, let's just take it easy for a couple weeks, you'll be back to 100% real quick. Probably not the best time to do it because competition, you want to go 110%. So, but beyond that, anyone can do one.
I'd still recommend getting a little experience under your belt, just because you're not going to be as frustrated. I feel like if you go in there, you're not really knowing what you're doing, you're not good with the movements, not proficient at it, and you go out there to a competition and you try to go all out. Your form's probably not going to be the best. You're not going to consistently do a good squat or a good press or anything like that. So the only advice I would give you is if you consistently do the form good and not break down so much, a lot. Obviously, if you're pushing it to the edge, you're going to break down a little bit, but I mean, the majority of the time you got to be, really good.
Yeah, I mean, my first competition, I was, it's like, oh, these are all easy. Then the dreaded overhead squat came, and that's when I learned I couldn't overhead squat correctly. So just making sure you can do everything correctly and safely, which usually go hand in hand. Yeah.
But yeah, I think doing a competition, the sooner the better. Honestly, go out there, have some fun. If you don't do good, whatever, you're probably not going to do good. But you get to learn, like, oh wow, I felt like this during that competition. Oh wow, it's the atmosphere of it. I think you learn a lot about what you need to work on too. Because if you go out there and you're like, wow, I really sucked at that event, but I did good at this event. And maybe it's more a strength event. You're like, oh wow, I'm pretty strong. I did really good at that event, but wow, I sucked at my cardio. I need to go back to the gym and kind of focus on that a little bit more. And then maybe you didn't know what that weakness was until you went out there and got exposed for on it.
And you really
just
kind of
like you said with overhead squats, you didn't know you were bad until you're like, oh crap, But kind of goes into RX or scaled now. When should you do each one? What do you think, Craig?
I would say like 95% of the time, scaled first. Get used to a competition, because like we're probably gonna talk about eventually, it's not just your class workout. Class workout, hour, that's including the warm up, maybe part 1, part 2 of a workout, maybe one big workout, and then a cool down. You're done. Competition, that's an all day thing. You get tired, so I would just get used to the concept with a scaled competition. See what it's like.
What about ability-wise? Like
when should you think
you should do if you go and look at a competition and you see the different workouts of each one, how do you pick which one to do?
Can you even do the movement standards, the standard weights, whatever it is for the RX competition? I mean, if you can, maybe you should look into it. But I would say you should be able to, like, more often than not, be able to RX the class WOD. If a competition calls for 135 clean, for example, 135 pound clean for a guy, and you can do that, slowly. Yeah, you could, but you want to be able to be way past the weight, in my opinion. That way you can really fly through it in a competition. It just depends if you really, really want to get the RX, or do you want to just compete. If you want to just compete, I would say go scaled still. Give it some more time, get a little bit stronger, get that technique down, and then come back to the RX, and you're going to have a much better experience, in my opinion.
What if you go into scaled and kill everyone?
Then you're in the awkward in between stage, and go RX. Bite the bullet.
Yeah.
You might not get first. You might not come close to podiuming, but I would feel better about myself for getting like middle of the pack in an RX than winning.
Yeah.
The scaled.
Exactly.
It's kind of like the worst of the best or the best of the worst situation.
I don't know that one. I don't know what that is.
Would you rather be? Never mind. We ain't got time for that.
I'd rather be the. No, I don't know.
Integrity.
I think I think it's a pretty good question. You get asked that a lot too. Should I do scale? Should I do RX? I feel like even if you can't do a couple movements in the RX thing, you should still do it. Just because, like, people will look at it and be like, oh, I can't do, say one event is has muscle ups in it. I'm like, oh, I can't do muscle up. Well, no, that's all right. I'd still do, because everything else you're gonna do in that competition, you could do RX. If like one thing, even if you can't do a muscle up, I feel like, wow, you're just gonna suck at that event. And then now you know what you need to do, go back and work on those. You know what I'm saying? Rather than like, oh, I can't do muscle ups, so I'm gonna scale every workout down now and go to scaled.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, no, dude, that's the same thing. Because if I go to a workout, and it's hard for me. Say it's in regionals or whatever, I can't do something. Like you just suck on that event, and it's what it is. Like you need to go back and practice. It's not like I'm going to do. Oh, I'm not going to do it now because I can't do that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Which I think a lot of people do, and I mean I get what they're saying too, is because like obviously it sucks if they're just sitting there the whole time like trying to get a muscle up or looking at the rings.
It's really embarrassing.
But maybe they get one that day. You know what I'm saying? Because people get jacked up in the competitions.
Are they like on the edge? They might be able to do it.
You know what I'm saying? But they're not going to do very good in that event, so they don't even want to do it at all. Or, you know, say they're doing deadlifts at, I don't know, 315, their max is like 365, so you know they're not going to be able to do that many reps. Dude, you can do it. You're just not going to do very good at that event. Rather than going down to scaled and doing like 185 deadlifts. I'm like, dude, you're not, it's you know what I'm saying?
It's
and you'll see,
super hard.
because you'll see in scaled too, like some people that are super strong, like clean and jerking like, you know, 365 pounds, but can't do a muscle up. I'm like, dude, you should. Like, why
in that
even
situation,
scaled?
you really should be.
Yeah, because you can do everything else like so good. It's like you can't do one little thing, so you go down to scale. I'm like, dude, you should just be in the RX category. And just not do a very good score in that muscle up workout. Yeah, because you're still gonna beat everyone in RX in the other stuff.
If you could smash 4 out of the 5 of the events and you just can't do one, that sucks. You really should be doing RX. I was kind of thinking like, you know, someone they could just kind of barely squeak by into RX. That's a little bit. That's
or even vice versa. You see someone can do muscle ups hell easy, or you know, it's a smaller person, they can do cardio is really good, but they're not that strong. Like, dude, even if you're struggling on that deadlift or whatever, I feel like you should do it if you can RX those 2 or 3 other workouts. You know what I'm saying? And not even do RX it, but do even middle of the pack of that. Not win that event, but even middle of the pack. I feel like you should just, because you're gonna get better that way, and you're gonna push yourself to it's gonna keep you accountable to work on that muscle up. Then you're like, oh crap, I know I got the competition in a month. I need to muscle ups in that workout. I need to practice them to get better at them. I guarantee you're gonna be practicing more than if you're in scaled. You wouldn't even try it.
Oh yeah, for me, I know my weakest thing is anything overhead, and that's what I've been working on a lot lately. And it's like, I'm finally improving my strict press. I PR'd that after 3 years.
Well, shit, you can't get much down on that one.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, but like same concept. Because you're totally right. Once you start like, okay, well, I know I'm going to suck at this event. I really need to work on that. Really kind of forces you to improve. And after competition, you're going to come out stronger. Even if you don't win, if you prepared, you're going to come out stronger.
I would just say leave your ego at the door. I know everyone wants to do the best they can. Yeah. It's hard, especially when you're in front of people like that too. But hey, it's going to help you better in the long run. Yeah,
it's competition, but at the end of the day, it's still CrossFit. You're trying to beat yourself.
Yeah. And we kind of go into how to prepare. You know, the great thing about CrossFit, or you know, what we do is you're kind of preparing every day in class, and then honestly, you know, one of CrossFit's thing is being prepared for the unknowable, right? So even if you get to know your workouts in those competitions usually before, anyways.
A couple of them.
You know, maybe not the final one, but 90% of the workouts you get to know already. So you kind of already know what you're getting into. And then a lot of the movements that you're going to see in those competitions, you're going to be pretty familiar with. You may not be expert at some of them, but you'll be able to do, or you're familiar with them. You can do them safely. You can do them consistently. But as far as, I'm trying to think when most people show the workouts, maybe like a month. Something like that.
So would you say when they start releasing the workouts, that's when you should start getting a bit more specific with your training?
I wouldn't even. It's hard to say. I wouldn't go super specific. Maybe 3 weeks out. I guess almost a month, but because I feel like that's a lot of time to practice 2 or 3 workouts. Yeah. So I wouldn't spend a lot of time on it, but maybe if you're having a blaring weakness the strength you're going to get so much stronger, but something like double unders or muscle ups or something like that, or pull ups, or practicing your kip, and maybe put more emphasis on that in the weeks leading up to it. But strength wise, you only get so strong in a month, so it's kind of it is what it is. But the skill stuff, I would definitely maybe put more emphasis on that and getting better at that, because that will help you out a lot, and that could be fixed pretty quickly.
Well, like we were saying earlier, it's the workouts class. You got 1 workout, maybe 2 small workouts. Competition, it's 3, 4, 5 if they got a floater. That's cruel and unusual at that point, though. When should they start training to get ready
for
a
little bit more volume?
Yeah.
They could just do it right then, that first month. The workouts are usually a little bit shorter in nature because just of a lot of heats, a lot of stuff like that. Some competitions will go a little bit longer, like that 20-minute range or something like that. But majority are going to be like 12 and under. So it'll be more intense, but it won't be super lot of volume. You'll still be tired and stuff after. I mean, look at Fran, you get tired.
Oh, yeah, you're on the floor.
Yeah, for like an hour after or whatever. But you will get a pretty adequate time to rest in between the workouts. So if you're eating, I know it's hard to eat good in between that and kind of rest because you're usually jacked up.
Fruit.
But yeah, so it's like, it kind of is what it is. But if you do that, you should be able to recover pretty, I don't know, 90%, 80%.
Okay.
And still do it pretty good. But you know what you could do is you could do the class WOD, you could stay after a little bit, and I'd work on that technique stuff and maybe get a little bit more skill stuff in. So you're kind of getting a little bit more volume.
Yeah, just get your muscles used to doing more than they're used to.
Exactly,
Okay.
and then kind of working on that technique at the same time, so you kind of kill two birds with one stone. That's what I would suggest doing. And then like leading into that last week, maybe taper off a little bit. I always maybe just not go super hard.
I feel like that one's always a little case by case because I know like just you will work up till maybe like the day before a competition. Me, I need my sweet time recovering. So I think that part's just a little bit specific. For the Open, you made us work out every single day of the 5 weeks of the Open. So some people can handle.
Well, I feel better when I keep working out. When I take the days off, so I feel like still coming in. So
yeah,
that's just me. That's
so that part, it's just talk to your coach probably, see like. Tell them how you feel, and then they'll probably decide for you.
Yeah.
They'll probably be me and say, "Nah, do something anyways. Come to Crunch."
Yeah. What about partner, individual, or team?
Partner.
Partner, why?
Partner life. Cause
partner everything or partner your first one?
I would say partner for your first one, honestly.
Why?
Because I like doing partner workouts. Just because if you're really anxious about it, it's just it's a lot more relaxed. You can just do it with friends. If you're trying to come at it from a competitive angle, then that's a little bit different. But
maybe not. Maybe your partner helps you, right? Maybe your partner's better than you, so you get better score.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Well, I think the
good
thing is.
Do you trust your partner?
Well, I guess what kind of partner you get now. Pick your partners wisely. No, I think the partner will. Yeah, obviously it's a little bit less stressful. I don't think it's super stressful doing like a local comp. Really, I mean it is when you make it, I guess. But I think it's cool because you can rely on your partner if you're not good at those muscle ups or something like that, or you're not as strong and you're better at other certain things. It's a way to help, not hide your weaknesses, but kind of help those out.
Yeah.
So say you're not as good at those things, they'll be able to pick up the slack, and you can pick up the slack on other things. It's also a little bit fun, or more fun to do with a partner. I feel like. As you can see, we do partners workouts like every day.
Teamwork.
Throwing down with your bro, you know what I'm saying? But individual, obviously a little bit more pressure, right? You're out there by yourself, relying on you. But
some people like that. That's what.
No, exactly. Yeah. Sometimes it's fun when you don't have to worry about someone else. Like you worry about taking up too much slack, like
just
with you
between
doing
you and
burpees
the bar,
or something like that.
Or you and the kettlebell.
It's like shit, Craig. 3 burpees, I gotta do 97 of them.
Hey, I want to do 97 of those clean jerks.
Hey, I wasn't on your team that one. So.
Hey, that's what it felt like.
Yeah. Another thing too is when you go to a competition, you better make sure your movement standards are good, because you get away with those bro reps in the gym, or you're skipping reps, or not counting all your or cutting reps in the workout. You got it, Kevin. you gotta make sure. That's when you're gonna get exposed. You gotta judge every time there. So if you're not locking out in your overhead, if you're not getting parallel in those squats, if you're doing 21 snatches when you're supposed to be doing 30 snatches, you're gonna get called about it. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's pretty funny when some people are like getting first place in the gym, they go to a comp and get like last place. It's like, dude, what the hell is going on here?
My first competition, it had, like I said, it had overhead squats in it, and you knew the DJ, and you were right there cheering me on. Like I kept getting no repped on my overhead squat.
I think I remember that actually.
Yeah, because I wasn't going to depth. Because I didn't realize. So on the mic, the DJ was like, "Hey, this guy's not going to depth," or whatever. Like he didn't try to call me in front of everyone, but the mic was on because he was talking to you. He was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, he's just not going low enough." I'm like, "Oh, thanks." Now the whole freaking gym knows. Represent.
No, but I think that's a good thing too, because if you should be doing it in class anyways, because the coaches are going to tell you.
Yeah, it was just it was just competition mode. I was just flying through it, but like it really like made me realize, like for example, overhead squat. If you think you're going low enough, you probably aren't. Go lower.
Yeah.
So sometimes it just really helps you check your ego, or just smack in the face.
Well, it's good too, because like sometimes if I'm doing something and it's not, not locking out or whatever, I don't even know about it. No one will really tell me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And then you don't even know when you go into the competition. So I'd rather have someone tell me in class, like, dude, you need to do this, this, this.
Yeah.
And so you can get it fixed. So when you go in the competition, you're already doing it good. You don't have to worry about it. And then, you could be having to try to switch your technique up right in the actual competition. And like, you don't want to do that because you're probably not going to succeed that well. So I feel like it's really important to dial all those things down.
Yeah. It's better to find out a month
Are you
before
popping your hip on the
anything
air
else.
squat, like, stuff like that, or it's a lot of people, or push-ups, or you're locking all the way to the top, things like that, where you can do it really quick and
full body touching the floor on the
It's
push
just-
up.
yeah, just
man,
a
that was
bunch of stuff.
That was a wonderful surprise.
in those competitions too, they're pretty lenient, honestly, because the judges are just usually members or coaches that are helping out.
Yeah, if
They're
there's
not
not
getting
money
paid or anything.
if there's not money on the line, they're
Yeah.
they're pretty relaxed about it.
And you're there to have fun, so it's not. It's not super serious, but you will get called on it. And a lot of people get pissed off if they look over there and the guy's not getting called for his bad, squats, and then you're getting called for him. So you're getting no repped a lot, and the guy over there is doing the same thing. People get pissed off of that, so you gotta. And the judges aren't exactly the same. Some judges at local comps, like, they don't want to say anything. They feel kind of bad, no repping
Yeah,
people.
because they're not a coach, like you said. They're just a member who, like, one member, like, I'm going to be hard on this person. Next one, like, I'm just here because they needed somebody. So, but it's best to just make sure you are putting in full work, full quality, and not leave it up to someone else,
Yeah. Or, like, just listen to your coach, too. If your coach is like, hey, you need to get lower on those wall balls or whatever, he's not lying to you. Like, you need to get lower.
Yeah,
or
it's
not
not because I hate you. It's because I care.
I care a lot.
I care for you.
Yeah. So, I mean, shoot, if you're trying to get interested in doing a competition, talk to a coach first. Like, they could help you find a competition. A lot of our coaches are going to go to those competitions and coach you through it and help you out. And then also, if we know which one you're going to go to, we could help you set up a plan to do it. Strategy for the workout, so when you go into it, you kind of already know what to go.
Yeah, it's
helping you out, getting you ready for it.
No matter who you are, you need a coach. Even coaches need coaches. Like when you were going to the games, your team had a coach. I have a coach for my competition. Sometimes you got to be told what to do, really.
Yeah, just prepare you for that thing. So, so if you guys are interested in doing a comp, let one of us know at your gym. We'll definitely hook you up, or help you out. And also, not even for comps, but like, any kind of event, really, marathons. We got, Josh, our running coach, could help you out on doing any kind of running or Spartan races or anything like that. That's very popular. A lot of people train for those too.
Or a Tough Mudder. I think we got one coming up in this fall. I've heard some whispers that we're doing a lot of members are doing a half marathon right after.
That's something you got to train for. You don't want to just run into that.
That's a harsh awakening.
Yeah. So if your body's not used to running 13 miles, like you need to get 13. Yeah, 13.1. You need to get used to that stuff. So definitely get on a program before you start doing something like that where the volume's a lot higher. Just talk to one of us. We'll get you a whole plan.
If you want to do like a strength kind of competition, powerlifting, weightlifting.
Yeah, that's true too.
Man, it's best to start training that
exactly.
Like 4 months out.
Yeah, that'll be
months out.
More emphasis on tapering and stuff like that, or doing like
that's a whole other
cycle.
Battle. Yeah.
So CrossFit will be a little bit where you can kind of just wing it.
Yeah, a bit more spur of the moment.
Yeah.
Because you're constantly training.
Exactly. That's basically all I got for today. You got
all she wrote. All good. All tapped out.
Well, see you later.
That's all my knowledge. All right, see you later, guys. Have a good one.